Hello and welcome to the channel. I'm Dezerogue, and today we're running through a quick tutorial video for Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Now, a quick disclaimer that it was actually a previous video to the one I'm making today, but unfortunately there was a couple of accidental button presses which did make things a bit frustrating. So what that was is when you were in cover, when you were trying to run away, unfortunately you would vault onto that cover that you were trying to hide behind. But this setup does eliminate any of that and also does make things a lot smoother with the combat and a lot more fluid as well. So we'll jump right into it. And the first thing I want to show you is something that a lot of people may not know about it, which is straight at the back of the settings menu right here is auto throttle, auto run. So when you have the desired button set, as you can see here on PS4, I have it as at L3. So you double tap L3 and the vehicle or your character will just keep going in the direction that you have the camera facing it. Anyway, so jumping into the controller setup, which I do feel is the best one for Ghost Recon Breakpoint, and to be honest, I really do feel like Ubisoft should make this the default setup. It does make things a lot smoother, a lot easier. The first thing that we have changed here is the sprint button to double X. If you've ever played GTA or Red Dead Redemption 2, this will feel quite natural to you instead of having it as the L3, because we need the L3 as something else quite on, and you'll see later on in the video. The dodge button has been changed to L1 just to make things a lot quicker with not taking your thumbs off the sticks, so you're not double tapping the circle if you need to do that in a hurry in the middle of combat. Volt is now R3, as I just mentioned. We're not having any accidental button presses there, and we're not going to be using this apart from R3 with the melee when you're right in an enemy's face, and obviously you're not going to be vaulting over anything if you're right in an enemy's face. The next thing is switching shoulder on the L3. This was originally R1, which just didn't feel natural or make sense, and that shoulder could be better off being used for something else, which you'll see. The only thing I've changed in the interaction menu is the hack turret and deactivate turret from R3. I don't know why they were originally R3, but I've changed it to square. It does make it a lot easier. Instead of maybe moving the camera about while you're trying to deactivate that turret. So the next thing I have changed here is the open iron wheel to L1. Now with any button presses in this that are either L1 or R1, you can vice versa them. So if you do feel more comfortable with these button presses being R1 or the L1 or the R1 buttons presses being L1, then do switch those up, but make sure the ones that are L1 are R1 and vice versa. You can't have them in different orders. It will mess with the configurations. So yeah, open item wheel as L1. The item wheel slots, as you may see here, it's coming up with the item wheel there. I have these as quick select, so when you are running about in the middle of combat and you don't want to be holding any buttons to try and take your thumb off the stick, you can hold that and also use the button presses I have here just to quick select these, and L3 square and triangle feel like they're on the left side of the pad, and R3S circle they feel like they're on the right side of the pad. So if you just run around, you hold the item menu, press R1, and then we've got your class item equipped already. Going back to the settings, which is the next section, which is combat and squad settings, and the couple of these have been changed, not too much, but it does make things a lot easier. So the first thing that we have changed here is the breath control. This can be two different things. If you would rather be the type of person who is running around being full assault right in the middle of it all, then you may want to have this as holding L3 instead. And if you are a sniper and you're going to be more static, which I do prefer to do with snipers, I have that as down on the D-pad because I'm not going to be moving it about at all, so that does make it a lot easier for me. Having the switch model is normal, switch trigger, that's now X on the D-pad, so when you're aiming down the sights you can just quick do that. Same with switching under barrel, that's L1, and that doesn't mess about with the item wheel at all. When you're aiming down the sights, those button presses, apart from pressing apart from the button you've got for the item use, all those button presses are locked into the aim mode. So the next thing that we have changed here is the defense drone for the engineer class. Instead of having that as L1 R1, because that you know, sometimes you're just not going to hit those buttons at the same time when you're trying to do it quickly. So you want to have that as down on the D-pad, so you can just aim at enemy, click down, your drone will go towards them and attack them. The next thing is having the item use as R1. Again, just mention it again, you can have this as L1 if you like, and also item interaction as L1 if you like to have that on your left hand if that feels more comfortable for you. But a lot of other games do have R1 and L1 as the grenade or item use anyway, so this did feel a lot more natural than using the D-pad. The next thing that we've changed here, if you don't know already, the open parachute is you run up to an edge or you stand by an edge, you hold X and it will go into the base jump motion, you press X again and that will actually open a parachute for you. The way to do that is you go to the skills menu and you actually purchase that skill, and it's just one of the first ones right here, right there. And also to use the night vision goggles, which is right in the D-pad, you have to purchase this as well. So you will have the thermal vision and the night vision if you purchase both those skills, which I believe are 1 skill point each. Moving back to the customization of the controller is onto the vehicles. So the next thing and only thing I've really changed with the vehicles is the handbrake option on the cars. So that is now R1. That just felt more natural to me with GTA days and usual other driving games. So we had that with R1. The auto throttle is up top there if you want this change on each of these. The drone, I have that as up. It is originally up on the D-pad anyway. It does feel a lot more comfortable if you're not going to be using that much, and that is absolutely everything in the settings menu. The next thing I would like to show you is my sensitivity settings. Now, the difference between sensitivity and acceleration is that sensitivity is how far you want your cursor to move, whereas acceleration is how fast you would like to move it to that point. So if your reticle is going further than the thing that you're trying to aim at, and it's not going as fast, then you would like to down the sensitivity and up the acceleration, so you know it hits the target as fast as you would like it to. So again, sensitivity is for how far, acceleration is how fast. So if you're aiming at something and it doesn't go far enough, you want to be changing the sensitivity up. And apart from that, everything is absolutely normal. Everything is the same. I really do suggest having this auto throttle engaged, because you know, if you just want to quickly look down at your phone and you're not really doing much, you know, there you go, you've got a lifesaver right there. But yeah, I'll be releasing another video on 10 things that I wish I knew before I started playing Ghost Recon Breakpoint, and a couple of things may even blow your mind if you didn't know them already. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video today. Please share this with any of your friends that may be new-coming players, or you know, like, subscribe, comment, tell me down below if there's anything you might want to suggest, or if this setup really did help you out, or if there's anything I could help you out with. Thank you so much for watching. Take it easy. Have a great day. I've been Dezerogue. Peace out.